What's up everyone, Terrorquake here, and welcome on back to our Pokemon Glazed walkthrough in the last part. Those trees just like teleported in, by the way. But yeah, in the last episode, we started our legendary hunt by catching Heatran all the way over in Mount Silver. And then we checked out the Union Cave. We kind of did a little puzzle type of thing in the Ruins of Alph. That will activate something for later on, I believe. And yeah, then I realized that this whole section of Johto I haven't covered yet. So this is kind of going to be like a little cleanup episode. We're also going to be continuing with our legendary stuff towards the end. But we're going to go into the Slowpoke well because there is one thing you can get here. Well, actually two, because there's an item up here. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. I guess I'm not going to be getting the item because the bag is full. I don't really need the King's Rock. But yeah, go ahead and make sure you have Surf on you. You can go down this ladder, and then there's going to be nothing if you surf to the right, but if you surf to the left, there's another little Braille tablet. Yeah, we saw some Braille in the last episode. And as soon as you interact with this one, you are going to like fall through a hole. And that is going to take you to this item, which is a Sapphire. So yeah, what is this, like Fire Red Leaf Green post-game or something? So that's pretty cool. Now, I don't know if there's anything... Okay, yeah, you actually can't even surf, I was about to say. There is nothing else in that room. So that's it for the well, but, you know, figured we'd go ahead and check it out. So yeah, now we're gonna spend a lot of our time in Route 32, because, again, that is like the one route here in Johto that I kind of just completely skipped over. This whole, like, south side, you know, you don't really have to come through when you're going through the post-game. We already took down all the trainers in the Union Cave in the last video. And yeah, we will go through Route 32, which isn't going to take too long. Especially since all of these Pokemon are still in like the 50s, I think. There's a Pokemon Center here, which is pretty convenient. A couple places you can use Cut on this route, but other than that, we'll get to the battling, baby. And then, you know, I promise we'll do some more things in a little bit that regard, you know, getting more legendaries. So this isn't like a completely optional episode, even though I guess the entire post-game is optional, to be fair. But yeah, what is this? This is the Monday after Thanksgiving break, I'm pretty sure. So, hey, I have like one more week of classes and then I'm off for another break. I don't really get it. I wish we could just like get Thanksgiving break off and then dude, just make that our whole winter break, you know? Because coming back for like a week is just almost not even worth it. But nah, you gotta have your final exams and final projects and all that junk. So yeah, I'm assuming this week is gonna be pretty chill. I know I gotta give a presentation this week though, so yeah, man, that'll be fine. I've given a few so far this semester. But yeah, as you can tell, these trainers are very easy to deal with. We got campers out here, picnickers. At least, you know, they're in a natural camping spot or picnicking spot. It's not like those guys in the desert in Hoenn that say they're camping out there. Like, you know, you are not camping out in the middle of Route 111. Come on, man. No one does that. No one camps in the desert. Actually, people have probably done that before, but whatever, man. Not when, like, a raging sandstorm was going on with, like, winds gusting up to, like, 60 miles an hour, borderline, like, tornado. Ain't no way. Your tents wouldn't even be able to stay. I couldn't even tell you the last time I went camping, though. Every year, me and my family, with a bunch of, like, family friends, we would go camping in the fall every year. That was when I was, like, really young. But, man, that trip is, like... And it was like a routine too. We'd always like get there and then we'd like go on a little walk and like, I don't know. It's just nostalgic, man, looking back on it. It is kind of nostalgic. I do miss those trips. It has been incredibly long since those trips. But yeah, and oh, look at this guy. Come on, man. You really gonna use my favorite Pokemon against me? Really? Alright, well, level 48. I mean, we are nearly 40 levels above. And he's using a guard spec. Ah, yes. Yeah, that'll help you. Oh, that'll help you a ton during this fight. Yeah, nice. But yeah, probably going to be streaming after this, after I record this episode. And then I got a pack, man. I got a pack to go home for Thanksgiving. So, yeah, I got to make sure I get on that because right now I haven't done one bit of packing. So, you know, I'll probably be watching some college football and doing that tonight. Alright, let's go ahead. I think this dude actually has all 3 Sinnoh starters. The Sinnoh starters, man, they need something, okay? I've probably talked about this before, but they're like one of the few starter trios that just don't have any extra forms or megas or anything like that. I mean, you think about it, you know, Gen 1's got megas and Gigantamax forms. Gen 8's got Gigantamax forms. Decidueye and... yeah, Decidueye has a Hisuian form. You know, Samurai and Embor got different things. The Gen 2 starters, right? They got stuff now. So, you know, when is it going to be Sinnoh's turn? You know, Gen 3 has megas. Gen 6 has megas. I mean, dude, it's almost like everyone but Gen 4. And then, of course, there's Gen 9 starters, but, like, they were the most recent ones. So, I don't know, man. They're doing the Sinnoh starters dirty, man. And BDSP should have been something, but no. They didn't do anything in BDSP, so, you know. Alright, we got some fishermen over here. It is raining, but rain ain't gonna help them around here. Come on now. So let's go ahead and deal with them. And I think after this bridge, there's only like one more trainer. And we'll kind of be looping back up to Violet City, which, you know, we did go through Violet City and stuff. We didn't skip that much of Johto. I mean, we had the whole Violet City gym that we had to do. I think that was the first one we took on in Johto. So, Milotic, usually I'd be afraid of you, but this time around, not really. But yeah, just hopefully y'all's holiday break was pretty good, and is it December by the time this video goes up? Matter of fact, I'm gonna check that right now. Is it December? I know it's like, it's kind of right there. It is. This is literally December 1st. Wow. Man. I mean, 2026 is basically 31 days away. Holy cow. Nah, that is... oh, man. You know, I was thinking about it, I think last night or something, how, like, back in, like, 2014 or something, I'd be sitting there like, oh, man, you know, 2025 seems like so far away. That's, like, a whole different world, bro. Like, we're never gonna get there. And then here we are in 2025, and now that's kind of like how I think about, like, 2040 or something, you know, 15 years from now. It's like, oh, man, 2040 is so far away, like, I think so many things are going to be different, but, bro, I swear, before you know it, you're going to look down at your phone, and it's going to be 2040. So, who knows, maybe we don't even use phones by then. Maybe there's, like, some whole other technological device. I don't know. Who knows? This dude's using a level 50 Magikarp. Wait, does he have 6 Magikarp? I wasn't paying attention. Does he? Okay, he only has 2, thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Also, I don't know if his name is supposed to be Rojo or Rojo. Rojo is red in Spanish, right? Yeah, right? I don't know, man. I took French in school, not Spanish. I think it's Rojo. No. Dude, I don't know, man. Yo, I don't know. Alright, whatever. Down goes Rojo. And we'll keep moving along. So, one more Max Repel just to get us through the rest of this place. I think the last guy up here is like a bug catcher, maybe. Dude, not having a fire type on the team has really just like made certain things more difficult. Yeah, there's nothing else down here. That loops back around, so let's go fight this guy. Oh wait, does he not battle you? No, he doesn't. Okay, that is shocking. And yeah, here we are, nothing else. I can't get to that hiker. Usually that's the guy that gives you like the TM for Roar in the regular Johto games. I don't know what he does in this game, so you know what? That is a surprise that y'all can figure out. You know, because I don't have cut. Anyways, what we need to do now, so if you remember, this is where we kind of get back on track. So if you remember, we fought Team Fusion in the Ruins of Alph, right by where we are now. And after that, we were able to pick up a Penthouse key. I can't tell you what episode number that would have been, but whenever we were in the Ruins of Alph, we picked up a Penthouse key. And now we can actually use that back at, I think, where is it? Serenity Isle. And we can go to the penthouse of the headquarters. So I don't think we've done this yet. Serenity Isle is all the way back in the Tunod region, very north. And you're going to be able to fight some scientists in here, and then you're going to be able to get the 3 orbs that play home to the creation trio, you know, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina. So yeah, golly, it has been so long since we've even been back in the Tunod region. This is crazy. Alright, so I'm assuming, yeah, there we go. Penthouse key gets you to floor 5, and we can start fighting some scientists. I should probably make sure I got the right mons up front. Now, you can fight these people. You can come back here right after you get the Penthouse key. So, yet again, these are going to be very low-leveled mons for me, because I just didn't do this after, you know, right after we got the Penthouse key. But yeah, Ruins of Alpha, remember, we were kind of going down in the ruins doing some of the puzzles, and I think we fought Regina down there and all that good stuff. So that is where you get this thing. I don't think it's too hard to miss. I think they, like, drop it right after you beat them. So yeah, you'll have the Penthouse key just by going through the Johto region. But yeah, that's what gets you access up here. I think a lot of the people up here are going to have electric types. So... And, again, once we get to the end, you'll be able to get the 3 orbs, and then we'll probably wrap it up after that. I don't know if we'll go straight after Dialga, Palkia, Giratina. You know, I don't even know where you can find them yet. I'd say it just depends on whatever my guide tells me, man, because apparently that's what I do, is I just follow a guide to make a guide, you know? That's probably like the simplest way to put this channel, you know? I have a guide on a website that I follow most of the time, and I turn that into video walkthroughs. So yeah, because that's about how I've done for all of these series, just about. And yeah, I mean, look at this, level 50. Honestly, I mean, what level were we going through the Johto region? I feel like we were in like the 60s, were we not? Maybe high 50s. I feel like these people would still be pretty easy to deal with, even if you come back here right after the Ruins of Alpha stuff. Maybe I'm tripping, though. Maybe we were a lot lower leveled. As I said, it has been a long time. What did we say a few videos ago? Like, this series has been going on since January, I'm pretty sure. That is absurd. But it's cool, man. It's cool, like, having such a long series. And, by the way, there's a Dragon Fang. Cool having such a long series, and then, like, it's finally coming to an end. I mean, this one, I think, is going to be more memorable than, like, Pokemon Gaia. Of course, you know, this is only our second ROM hack walkthrough on the channel, but I'd say it's definitely going to be more memorable. I don't know, it's been going on for longer. This game's got, like, more content and stuff, so it's kind of cool, you know? It is pretty cool. I think we're going to be getting into the 80s, because this is, what, part 78? Or 77? No, I think it's 78, right? I don't know. Minetric doesn't know the answer either, because he just got absolutely obliterated. But yeah, are these guys even a part of Team Fusion? I mean, it's crazy that we're still, you know, in Team Fusion's headquarters, even though they've basically been disbanded. But I guess no one told the engineers up here. They're still going absolutely mad, trying to come up with, like, some crazy inventions. But, you know, nothing's gonna help them out at this point. So, yeah. Hate to break it to ya. Who knows what they're trying to come up with. They're probably trying to do something with these 3 orbs. So it's a good thing I'm, you know, taking them off of their hands. Because next thing you know, one of these guys is going to, like, go off on their own and turn into Cyrus. Imagine one of these guys' names was actually Cyrus. That would be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if that would be, like, intentional or if they just happen to call one of these guys Cyrus, but that could be, like, a little lore leading into the Sinnoh games. Alright, last engineer here, though. And no, this is Michael with a K. I don't think I've ever seen Michael get spelled that way. Usually it's a CH. Or usually, maybe sometimes it's like M-I-K-E-L, but that was E-A-L. Alright, down goes Raichu, and we will now be able to pick up all of these orbs. Yeah, these battles were very simple. I guess the only thing that sucks is we don't get much money or experience from them. But yeah, here are the 3 orbs in the back. But you're going to see this guy first. Just a random scientist. And yeah, now he's just now figuring out that Team Fusion is dissolved. So he's like, alright, well, we don't need these orbs now, so you can have them. So yeah, that's pretty hilarious. And he's just going to go back to doing whatever. There's a PC in the corner, randomly enough. But yeah, Adamant Orb, I'm pretty sure that's the one with Dialga, Lustrous is Palkia, and Grisius is Giratina. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And that's all you got to do here in the penthouse. I think I'm assuming we've gone to all the other floors since this was so long ago. But yeah, you were never able to get here until you got the penthouse key. Alright, but that is going to do it. This episode actually ended up being a little shorter than I thought, but that's all good. Next time we will continue our legendary hunt. I think we are going to actually be catching some legendaries in the next episode. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm hoping so. For now, though, I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day, and until then, deuces.